after, like, I think it was the first or second game of the season, which is the first meeting between the Knicks and the Pacers. And I basically said that this Knicks team entered the season with championship aspirations. They make the big trade for Karl Towns. They re-sign OG Anunoby. They make the trade for Mikal Bridges. They have Jalen Brunson. It's all these things. And I'm just like, every type of team like that needs a villain, needs a motivator. And to me, it was so obviously the Pacers, because people were saying it was the Celtics because you established this team to beat the Celtics and style of play type thing. And everybody leaned into the New York Boston thing. Like, the Knicks and the Celtics have never been good at the same time until now. Like, if you really look at it,
it's true, honestly. Yeah.
When the Celtics were winning all those titles with Russell, the Knicks weren't doing anything. When the Knicks had their golden era in the early 70s, the Celtics were rebuilding from the Russell Cousy era. Yeah. And then when the Celtics became really good in the early 80s, the Knicks were like, they had Bernard and then the injuries, and before they drafted Patrick. And in the 90s, when the Knicks were really good, the Celtics were in their worst era. So it's never been good at the same time. So the rivalry hasn't really happened. It doesn't exist outside of Boston, New York. And you could argue New York Philly is a bigger rivalry than the Celtics Knicks. But the Pacers, in my lifetime, and I'm 38, every time we've been good, the Pacers have also been good. Yep. Right. And so, like, you look back into the Ewing era, that's the Reggie Miller era, that's the era that both of us, developed our fandoms. Then into the late 90s into the 2000s, when you had the twilight of Reggie's career and the Knicks kind of had retooled with Allen Houston and Larry Johnson, and the end of Ewing's career. Then the Paul George era comes around, and it's when the Carmelo era is there. And then you have the famous verticality or Hibbert block that still, haunts me to this day.